Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. So, you guys, hey, how are you doing? I hope everybody's good. This is what you should be watching, okay? I'm going to give you guys a breakdown because I'm that friend or that family member that will call you up or be posting on social media or texting or just when we chit chat and hanging out would be the first one to be like, did you see this? Did you see that? Well, you go watch it and thank me later, okay? And I always get good feedback saying that the majority of things I tell people to watch is good. They like it. They always calling me or, messaging me or whatever. Like, okay, I need some more. What else is good out there? So I decided to do a video for you guys. Okay. That is what you should be watching. And this is in no specific order. This is not like any specific genres. It's a little bit of everything. Even though I love my black films and my black TV shows, and I definitely go hard for those, I like a little bit of everything. I watch a little bit of everything, okay? I have no discrimination, whether it's foreign, whether it's crime, comedy, thriller, horror. I'm all of the above. Animation, karate, you name it, I watch it. But I know sometimes everybody else is not that way. They have their picks and things that, they're into and not into. Hopefully, at least one out of my list is something that you may not have seen that you may want to check out, okay? And we're going to have some that is, if you was under a rock and you just so happen to miss it, we're going to have some that may be coming soon that I'm telling you to look out for. And we're going to have some that could be like just my old school classics favorites. And you're going to have some that I am currently watching now that I think you should be watching. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So, you guys, the first thing I have on my list is Truth Be Told, okay, with Octavia Spencer. I believe that's on Apple TV, okay? Apple is doing their thing. A lot of these streaming services all got their own little thing going on or whatever, and that's one of the shows I like from them. And she's basically like a true crime podcaster that ends up finding evidence that compels her to, kind of go through this story again for a guy that she actually helped to put away, and that, this original case kind of help her rise to a media sensation. But then she starts to find some things that's like, hey, wait a minute here. Maybe it's some other stuff going on that I didn't come across that first time. And so she go ahead and digs into that in season 1, and they're actually on season 2 now. So that is Truth Be Told by Octavia Spencer as my number 1. Okay, you guys check that out if you get a chance and let me know what you think about it. My number 2 is Secession, okay? If you're not already watching that, that's one that, a good amount of people have been talking about. I see it trending on social media. And it's basically about the Roy family, right? They have a father who is a media entertainment conglomerate, right? He owns his own media franchise. And he's kind of in charge of everything. And basically with them, you have the kids competing for his love, for his respect, and to find out who's going to be next in charge, okay? And they are sometimes against their father and against each other. And this family is a hot damn mess, let me tell you. They got a lot going on, okay? So that one is a good one. I like that one. And that's called Secession, and that is from HBO. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm not going to go into the details of it because I want you guys to watch it for yourselves and let me know whether you like it or not, okay? The next one is Righteous Gems, also from HBO. I love this show, and this actually was on back in 2019 in season 1, and now we're supposed to get season 2 in 2022. And I didn't know it was coming back, so I'm super excited. I definitely thought it was good. I thought it should come back. This one had a really long break, kind of like how Games People Play had a long break, I guess, with everything with COVID. And so now we know for sure that there is going to be another part. And we have, oh gosh, what is his name? What is his name? I done forgot his daggone name. John Goodman, okay? And this is a little different for him, okay? And compared to other things that I've seen him in. And it's kind of basically Same type of thing where it's, a big family conglomerate, but this one is with him as a preacher, okay, owning a mega church. And him and his kids is off the daggone hook, okay, you hear me? And so they are basically like a world famous televangelist and family. And his kids is kind of competing too, but like I said, completely different spin. And they're just going through the history and the revelations of, greed and a whole bunch of other stuff that goes on in the church. And it is hilarious. So if you get a chance, check that one out. Righteous Gems on HBO. You can catch up on season 1 now while, we waiting for season 2 to kick off. And then we have Your Honor, okay? I believe this also comes from HBO. Now, HBO has been around a long time and has been putting out some good, shows for God knows how long. I ain't gonna lie, they was one of the first ones to do it. And we have to be real, some of them don't end so well, but they definitely have a long-standing history. And this one is called Your Honor, okay? And it's about a New Orleans judge, Michael DeSoto, who was forced to confront his deepest convictions after his son basically is in a hit-and-run accident where he hit somebody. And, sometimes things come back to bite you, okay? This person that he hit is basically related to a big-time organized crime family, actually the son of them. And so it kind of shows how his father deals with this situation and how the family deals with it, okay? And that's the background on that. And that is called Your Honor. So if you can check that one out, that is definitely one I think that is a need to see. We also have The Nevers from HBO that I like, okay? And this one is kind of like basically, set in London. It's supposed to be during the last years of Victoria's reign. And they have these people that they call the touch people, okay, that basically have different powers. And there's mostly women. And for some reason, they all of a sudden out of nowhere got these, nobody knows why, they got these abnormal abilities. And so, of course, people fear what they don't know and what they don't understand. And so they kind of like isolate them, it's like, oh, the touch people or whatever, and look at them funny. And you have 2 women that are in charge, Amelia True, a mysterious, quick-fisted widow, and Penance Adair, a brilliant young inventor. And these 2 are kind of the ones that reach out, try to tell them this is a safe haven, this is somewhere where you can stay, and actually try to help them learn how to use their different abilities. And I really like that one too, y'all. That one is called The Nevers, like I said, and that is also on HBO. This time around, I didn't have a lot of movies to discuss. I actually have a lot of shows, but there are a few that I just want to throw out there really quick. And one is King Richard, okay, which I'm sure by now y'all have heard, a lot of y'all probably have saw, which is the true story of Richard Williams, and how he served as the coach, of course, for his daughters Serena and Venus, okay, 2 legendary tennis players in history. And I don't know why, but a lot of people was actually upset that the movie, when they watched it, was based on him. It literally says King Richard, so I don't know why y'all was shocked. They was more so expecting it to be based on Venus and Serena, and it's like, no, this is kind of like their dedication, I guess, their love letter to their father. I thought that was known, and Will Smith did a great job in that. So if you guys get to check that out, then please do. I don't think you will be disappointed. Then to look forward to is Swan Song, okay? I'm kind of looking forward to this. I have to be honest. I have not really been excited about too many movies as of recently, or left away with a movie that I'm like, oh my God, that was so good. I was so looking forward to that. About the only other one that I was super, super excited about was The Harder They Fall. I was telling everybody and their mothers to watch that movie long before it came out. I was counting down saying, oh, that's going to be so long away. And then finally it was here, and I did enjoy that one. And so I would say look out for this. This is with Mahershala Ali, and I love me some him, okay? And of course, he's also going to be playing Blade, and I'm looking forward to that. And it's basically like in a near future He is going to be playing Cameron Turner. It's a futuristic type of thing. And he's diagnosed with a terminal illness. And basically, he's presented with an experimental solution that could help shield his wife and his son, which is basically a daggone clone, y'all. Okay? So he's trying to clone himself. And I guess not even tell the wife and son, that he has this illness and he's going to die. And when he dies, then the clone would just take over for him and, live with his wife and son and be with them as a family. So that sounds interesting. I would say go ahead and look out for that one. Another one that I'm definitely looking out for and do want to see is The Unforgivable with Sandra Bullock and Viola Davis. Okay, like I love both of them. Okay, it's them for me. All you got to do is tell me their names and I'm here for it. And Sandra Bullock is a woman that is just released from prison from serving a sentence for a violent crime. I believe she murdered a cop, if I'm not mistaken, and she re-enters society that refuses to forgive her for her past. And so look out for that one, y'all. I really think that that's probably going to be a good one. And then we have just an honorable mention, Bruised, that's already out on Netflix with Halle Berry, where she's Jackie Justice, a MMA fighter that, left with the sport in a disgrace. And she's down and out on her luck. She doesn't have a good relationship with her mother. She done, been missing from her son's life and just has a lot of regret and rage, and she some kind of way is coaxed into doing an underground fight, which leads to another, manager seeing her and grabbing his attention and trying to type of promoter that wants to get her back into it. And this is a movie that I think is the first movie that Halle Berry produced. I really liked it. I thought it was good. She also helped co-produce the soundtrack with Cardi that had like an all-female, soundtrack or whatever with different artists. So if you haven't just so happen to have saw that one yet, it is good. You could go ahead and check that out, in my opinion. Okay, and then one that's not really too new, but also comes from Netflix that I genuinely enjoyed was The Old Way. Okay, I think this one had came back out like in 2020, and it's basically a journalist named Christina. She's Mexican, and she travels back to her ancestral home in Veracruz to investigate a story on, sorcery and healing. And she ends up being kidnapped by a local group there who claims she's possessed by the devil. And like I said, some people don't do the scary movies, but I actually was able to tell, a couple of people I know that's not into scary, because I'm like, it's not that kind of scary, gory type of thing. But I like this one because of just the storytelling on, how sometimes we have things that we do and we, carry with us without even knowing, that's just like passed down through our generations. And in the title, how it says the old ways, like these are some of the ways and thinking that they have been passed down and passed down and passed down, but then it kind of dies out and the newer generations don't know about it. And so I just found it interesting. It was okay with me. I liked it, and maybe you guys will like it too. Then we have Yellowstone, which my cousin put me on to, okay? I didn't know about that one, and I actually ended up binging the first 3 seasons and was like, wait a minute, where's season 4? What's going on? Okay? And season 4 actually just started up. So it's quite a few, seasons, if you haven't never watched it, that you could go ahead and get into this one, and I really think you will enjoy it. It's basically with my man Kevin Costner, okay? And he is the head of the family. His name is John Dutton in the show, and it's the Dutton family who controls the largest ranch in the United States, okay? And they basically have to defend this ranch, okay, against constant attacks by land developers. It's different stuff going on with the Indian reservation and America's first national park. And it was really a good show, y'all. I think that you would enjoy it. So that is Yellowstone, okay? And I think they are, oh gosh, what the heck is that channel? Paramount, if I'm not mistaken, okay? And then we also have another YellowJackets, okay? YellowJackets is a psychological horror and kind of a coming of age drama where there's these high school girls that's a soccer team, right? And they are the survivors, lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, of a plane crash, right? That happened deep in the wilderness. And they kind of show you the before and after. They show you them as young when the plane crash happened. And I believe they were stuck out in the wilderness for like 18 months. Is basically like how they survived and what they did to survive. And then there's years later, like this happened in the 90s. And then they bring you current to the 2021 where they're at now and how they struggle and how they, are living life now with the things that they had to do back then. And one of them is some type of politician and, like, of course, doesn't want nothing to get out from what they had to do when that situation happened. So that one is called YellowJackets, y'all. And you might want to just go ahead and check that out. Then we have Harlem. Okay, which I believe is a prom show. And this is just basically 4 girlfriends that's living in Harlem, NYC, okay? And you have one that's a rising star, professor struggling to make space for love. You have one that's a savvy tech entrepreneur. You have, and that's always dating someone new. You have one that's a no filter singer and a hopeless designer. And we go, with them through their next phase on their careers, relationships, and things like that. So I guess kind of like if you was into Run the World, if you was into Sex and the City, any of them type of shows that's like, all the friends hanging out. And Megan Good is one of the lead characters up there. And so I just started checking that one out, and I'm liking the vibe so far. So you guys may want to go ahead and check that out too. And I think the last one I'm going to mention is, let's see. I have so much here, you guys. So, but I don't want to like be here all night talking about all of them. I want to save some for another time because we would be here all night if I went through all of them. Okay, another good one from Showtime is Dexter New Blood. Okay, I don't know if you was watching Dexter back in the days. I was. They had a show Dexter on Showtime from 10 years ago. It was good, but it did not end the best. Okay, it had me upset. I thought that was actually one of the worst endings, if I'm going to be completely honest, until Game of Thrones came along. Okay, and then they beat them out for that. And you can watch this one without watching the old one. You don't have to see the old one to see this one. And it's basically 10 years after Dexter went missing in the eye of the hurricane Laura. We find him in a new place in a small town under another assumed new name. And basically he's embracing his new life, but then things start happening all around him where that dark passenger comes back, okay? And this one is called Dexter New Blood. And I definitely think it's worth you checking out. And I seen them have like a poll on people making jokes on Twitter about whether what is his name? Whether Joe from You would beat Dexter, and it's like, oh hell no, let's not play no games, okay? Dexter is the one that kills the people that's not doing things right. So if anything, Joe would be on his list, okay? Dexter would get him right up out of here. And if for some reason you was under a rock and you've never watched You, that's from Netflix, and that's another good one, okay? With this extremely obsessed type of guy that basically goes to extreme measures to put himself into your world. I will just leave it like that. And if you haven't seen it, you could go ahead and check that one out, okay? Let's see if I want to talk about any other ones. Okay, HighTown. I actually found out about HighTown from another YouTuber that I'm always watching, Lamont Tyson, and he put me onto that. He does reviews on it, and that one is basically like amid the drug trade on Cape Cod, a body washes up to the shore and is discovered by a national Marine service officer named Jackie, okay, who is determined to help solve the murder, but the state police really don't want no parts of her, okay, involved inside of their case. And so far, season 2 of that just started. I was able to catch up on season 1 before season 2 started. And I think that's one that you guys would really enjoy as well. And so I think I'm gonna leave it there because I really don't want to have these be too long. But yeah, guys, check it out. And if you like it, let me know. And if you have any that you feel that I should be watching or any of us should be watching, tell me, okay? I want to hear from you. I want to know because I'm always looking for something to watch. Sometimes I binge watch so many shows and I watch so many different movies and I'll be saying, now I know I ain't see every damn thing. And so if you do tell me something and I watch it and I think it's good, I'm definitely going to let you know, okay? I may give you a shout out in one of my videos and then, have us all discuss it and let the people know that this is what they should be watching. And maybe I'm still brand new to this, okay? I'm still learning. But maybe eventually we will get to a point where you can even come up with me on a live and we could discuss it there, And if it's things that you guys want me to review, also let me know about that. And if I get enough votes and enough, people asking and requesting for one specific show in particular, and I know that there's a lot of people that want that, then I'll go ahead and try to review that show. Because right now, I'm kind of going based off what I see a lot of people talking about, what I see a lot of trends on, and things of that nature. There's a lot of shows that I watch that I don't review, And so the ones that I do review, I'm looking to see, how many people are actually watching those reviews so that I can give you guys the content that you want. So if any of that is, of interest to you, then put it down in the comments. If you're not telling me, then I do not know. And I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Because I'm a baby in this. Like I said, I just started this channel. I don't have many subscribers, and I get it. Sometimes you may stop and watch videos because I have a lot of people that I'm seeing watching, but they're not necessarily subscribing. And I, like I said, I understand because I have watched a lot of people before I subscribe to them. But hopefully you like the content that I'm putting out and you like, you share, you subscribe because that's what helps me. And when you do that and I can get more people, then I can do more things. And then I know what to give you guys so that, it's all love and works all together. Because this is really hard, guys. It looks like it's easy, but it's not. And I don't want to waste time and put effort into things that really nobody is interested in like that. So hopefully, with you guys giving me your feedback and your comments and stuff like that, I would know what direction to go in and what to, come out and give you guys. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for now. Okay, well, we will do this again next week. And I hope you look at what you should be watching and let me know if you liked it or not. Enjoy the rest of the night, guys. Talk to y'all later. Till next time. Toodaloo.